Last time on Dokkan Who, Hayden and Toshi interview a man who knew his alphabet better than most. His name was Adam. On today's episode of Dokkan Who, we have a man, his best friend lives under the sea in a pineapple. Stay tuned for Dokkan Who, everybody. One. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Dokkan Who. I am your host, Hayden, as always, and I will always be your host. If anybody says otherwise, they're just crazy. Because, this is my show. You can't have the show without me. Also, today, I'm joined by somebody who's been busy with life these last few weeks. Will!
Oh, how's it going?
Will, you've missed so much. Dale finally admitted that he was the worst player out of everybody we know.
Wait, he said those words out loud.
Well, we weren't recording, but yes.
Okay. I wish you would have got that on recording. That way I could hear it.
He and I were hanging out, so we were sitting there talking about all this stuff, and then I was talking about one of the guys in our chat who's been playing for only a couple months, and then we did comparisons. Like, man, that guy's better than me. Am I the worst player in the podcast? Yes. Yes. You're one of the big three, but yes.
That's tough.
So, Will, how have you been? It's literally been a hot minute since we've talked.
I've been good. I've just been traveling, really. I got to have a real summer this year. I didn't have to work, so that was really nice.
Oh, I bet. Don't you miss the days of high school whenever we could actually have real summers and do stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I think, wasn't it senior year whenever you and one of our other buddies sat at your house all spring break and just watched Beyblade Metal Fusion?
Yeah.
I miss that. And then we were talking about doing Metal Fury. What was after that? Metal Masters after that. We never did. 3 years later, we're not too late. We can still do it. I got a house. I'll have a nerd room set up in the next few months. You guys can come on over. We can just have a binge weekend.
We might have to. I haven't watched Beyblade in so long.
But we're not here to discuss Beyblade. We're here for Dokkan Who, and we had a really cool guest with us last time, but I think we also have another cool guest with us today, dude.
We do? Who's that?
Hi. Hello, I'm here with a human who can't pronounce my name correctly because he keeps calling me Patricia instead of Pat.
I called you that. I didn't even call you. I called you that twice.
You
actually.
changed my Discord name to Patricia Play.
We have a guy in here who's the guy I found at Walmart. Your point is?
I don't know. Call him by the right name.
I do it so I give people names that it helps me remember the names of the people. Just because I have high ADHD, and so if I name something, it helps me remember who that person is or what that thing is. So it's nothing insulting to anybody. If I have a name specifically for you, it helps me remember who you are. Well, that's just a running joke in the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
But welcome, Pat.
Yes. Hello, I am here.
How are you today, dude?
Well, first, I'm alive, so I'm doing good, that means. Second, good to be here.
Thanks for coming on our show. We like having our guests here. Some of them are really cool, and hopefully you've been playing for a while. We're not doing anything. You can say, yeah, you've been playing for at least longer than 6 months, right?
Yes, I have
Good.
been playing for at least 1 year. Which definitely means something.
Yeah, it's better than most. It's like I say this, and I'm never trying to sound insulting to people out there. If you want to be on Dokkan Who, we'd love to have you on here, but you need to have probably at least 6 or more months of, I guess, playtime. That way you can have more knowledge of the game. We're not saying you don't have knowledge of the game, but it'd be like Will over here. Will wants to be a coach. So what would you rather have when it comes down to teaching a school? And Will, I'll ask you this. Would you rather have a coach that's fresh out of college or a coach that's been coaching for 15 years lead the thing?
Coach that's been coaching for 15 years.
So yeah, it's nothing disrespectful to the newer guy. Absolutely not. I don't mean it to be disrespectful. So if it is disrespectful,
It's fine, because good thing I was being sarcastic. I've been playing ever since Vegito Blue and AGL Rose came out.
Oh, that's a good while.
it is. So we'll get started on Dokkan.
Fortunately, my first account never survived, like all the most.
All right. So first question is a very generic question we always ask because everybody knows this. What got you into Dokkan?
Well, Fizz Vegito Blue and AGL Rose mostly, because I was really into Super at that time in the Goku Black arc, and I was like, whoa, I like Vegito, but I also like this Goku Black guy. And then I saw them in this cool gacha game that I decided to download once, and then I got addicted to it.
Fair enough. Like honestly, we actually recorded my Dokkan Who last night for people out there that are wanting to see, waiting for that one. We do have it. We're just waiting on Dale's to come out. And whenever Dale's comes out, then mine will come out. But I talk about units that draw you into the game and honestly, Physical Vegito Blue was a really cool unit because he was the highest fusion we'd ever seen. He was just probably one of the stronger characters in Dragon Ball, and I liked this scene. It was really cool to see him fuse and be like, Yosha! This is Vegito Blue.
I remember the days when people were speculating, oh, is it going to be Gogeta Blue or Vegito Blue fighting Zamasu? And everyone posted many thousands of theories on YouTube. But then it obviously came to be Vegito versus Zamasu.
And then especially whenever they brought the Supreme Kai to the future, then everybody was like, you know what? Yeah, it's going to be... Yeah.
But think about how cool it would have been if it was Gogeta instead of Vegito, and they just swapped places.
Yeah, I think, at least as in this moment right now, I'd be very disappointed, especially with the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, which was Gogeta's introduction into canon. I would have been really upset.
But that makes you wonder, like, would a Soul Punisher from Gogeta work on Zamasu?
Well, it technically would, because he is evil. Though it's not evil in his own eyes, but it's still evil deeds because he's gone through and killed people to his own it's his own thing. It's like the Thanos theory.
Yeah.
Now, Will and I Will can talk a little better than I can because he does Marvel better than me. But is Thanos evil?
According to the Avengers, Thanos is evil, but the Marvel like the fans, some of them are like, well, Thanos was kind of right. Like, the universe is going to die eventually if we don't do something about it. So it really depends on which side you're on.
Exactly. So that's the same with that. But for being technical, both of them are evil because they killed to get to where they are. And I see killing wrongfully is evil, is the way I see it. So yes, it should.
Seems legit. So Zamasu did indeed commit intolerable acts at a reasonable price.
Yeah. That means you've been playing since that was a little bit before year 2, right? So you've been playing for about 4 years?
Yeah, that was when I started my first account. And then I'm pretty sure I took a small break and came back during the 3rd year anniversary where there was like 4 LR banners coming back to back to back to back, and I was like super hyped. And that's when I started getting a kick into Dokkan.
And
so in reality, 3rd year anniversary was when I actually started playing.
And everybody seems to lose their account at one point or another.
I've lost my account. You've lost your account.
Everybody. There's one person that I know of in the whole Discord. Luke is the only person that has kept his original account.
That's impressive.
It really is. All right, over to you, Will.
All right, so my question is, if you had to choose a favorite, this isn't about Dokkan. This is just about Dragon Ball in general. Okay.
All right.
If you had to choose a favorite series of Dragon Ball, so Dragon Ball Super, GT, Z, like, which is your favorite?
Okay. Well, I know a lot of people are gonna say like, "Oh, Z, obviously," which I will admit it probably is my favorite. But like, I'll just list my top 3, even though you didn't ask for it. it would probably be actually Z my number one. Super because it's what got me into uh Dokkan in the first place at number two, and then probably GT at number three. I don't know. A lot of people are gonna kill me for that one. I feel like though.
Yeah.
That was a hot take right there.
Wait, why would they kill you? Because you put it below Super, or it's in one of your favorite series?
No, because people are gonna think that I like it better than Dragon Ball, which I do.
Well, one thing you'll hear throughout the podcast is, one, it's your own opinion. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion. That's what an opinion is. Two,
Yes, I know.
you're not. If it's okay to not like it, to like it better than others, because I prefer GT to Super, and I'll argue that I would
Yeah.
prefer it.
And I mean, Dragon Ball Z's like the best, but I prefer Super over GT.
Exactly. So mine would be it's Z GT Super. Actually, if I'm being honest, it's Z GT Ball then Super for me.
Yeah, for me it's Z Super and then GT for me. So we're basically in the same boat.
But hey, at least you're giving GT some respect. A lot of people don't give GT any sort of respect. They literally give one aspect of that series respect. Technically two. It's Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But other than that, they have no respect for GT, and it irks me because if you watch anime versus anime, GT is better than Super. More riveting.
GT as a whole is better than Super as a storytelling machine, but I personally I usually watch anime for the fights, and Super's fights were better to me, so that's why I like it more.
Oh, and that's perfectly fine. Like the UI fight and the Super Saiyan and like all the fights in there, a lot of them are cool. Like Beerus versus Goku in the beginning. I'll admit to that. Some of them are cool. I like the storytelling element, but but if Super ever gets animated again, then I'm gonna say Super has better story than GT. Because right now in the manga, do you guys know what's going on in the manga?
I do,
no
and I
idea.
would like to say something as a matter of fact between the one specific arc that's happening right now in the manga and one major antagonist in GT.
Hold on. Spoilers! 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 Skip ahead 35 seconds. Spoilers! Okay, you're good.
All right. So are we just gonna forget that Baby Vegeta and Granola are both Tuffles?
Say that again.
He's saying Granola is a Tuffle.
Wait, was he? Oh wait.
I don't know if he is.
No, I'm pretty. No, wait. Was he a Cerulean or was he?
It's a Cerulean.
No, I don't remember.
He's a Cerealian.
Okay, no. Okay, never mind. He's a cereal. Yeah, I got it. Okay, now I'm stupid. Now I'm just stupid. Oh god, everything ruined. Oh no. But they do have similar like traits, though. I like to think.
Okay, I just Googled.
I don't know. I just find them similar in some aspects. I can't think of it right now, but I find Baby Vegeta and Granola somewhat similar.
Okay, I Googled this. I Googled is granola a Saiyan because that was the first thing that popped up. Granola and oatmeal are both grains, and grains are technically classified as fruit. Granola and oatmeal are both Tuffles. Another possibility that they're Saiyan Tuffle hybrids.
Okay. So I was right.
Maybe.
Possibly.
But anyway.
I'm gonna assume that I'm right. All right, but you get the idea. I just find it nice that they're taking some aspects from GT and implementing it in a more in-depth in Super.
I mean,
because I feel like that's what GT was missing, like more in-depth stuff.
Like the Goku Black, which is just a ripoff of Baby.
Technically, yes.
All right, back over to me. So, my next question for you is: there are a lot of units in this game. LRs, EZAs, TURs, even some neutral units. Normal units. I can't remember what the actual N stands for. But out of all units in the game, what are your three favorites? And I would like three favorites that include LR, SSR, and let's say EZA.
categorizing like my top 3 LRs, my top 3 TURs? Or am I categorizing them all together?
Just have, let's say, if you like top 3 favorite units, like top favorite LR, top favorite TUR, top favorite EZA.
Okay, top favorite LR right now has to be Tech Gogeta on JP for me. LR Tech Gogeta.
Okay.
Fair enough. That art, that's awesome.
That
His super attack nullification too is one of my favorites, even though I can never pull it off because it's actually harder than I anticipated. I've tried. My favorite TUR, probably give it to SSJ4 Gogeta. He just does a lot of damage. He counters. What more can I ask for in a unit?
wait, which one?
TUR into SSJ4 Gogeta.
Okay, I didn't hear if you said it Intertech.
No, of course I said in.
Okay,
But
I was
then
just
again,
making sure.
the tech one would be nice with an EZA. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Speaking of
Yeah.
EZA,
Oh, and the tech one has a better counter chance too.
yeah, 70%. Could you imagine? Favorite EZA? That one's a tough one because I guess I'll give it to Roshi, huh? Yeah, probably Roshi. Because overall, Roshi was already good. His EZA just made him even more busted.
Fair
With
enough.
70% chance to stun. He helps so much in some of my SBR runs. So yeah, probably Roshi would be my favorite EZA.
Understandable. That Roshi's fun, but everybody out there, which I've said, there's numerous ways. You don't worry about stunning. Just powerhouse your way through Extreme Super Battle Road. Or even Super Battle Road. Just powerhouse your way through. It's possible. It's definitely possible. You don't need these strategies. Just power your way through. That's all.
You don't have to listen to Hayden.
Hey, you know
Okay,
how many
everybody.
you know how many I've won strictly on just bulldozing my way through?
Yeah, let's wait for the Battle of Wits Extreme Super Battle Road to come out, huh?
I actually know item. The only team I can take the Battle of Wits into, I have no item with my Battle of Wits team.
What did STR Vegito carry you?
Nope, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and Physical Vegito Blue.
Bruh.
Rainbowed, both Link level 10, ain't nothing stopping that duo.
Whale. Whale moment.
I'm really not a whale. We found this out last night. I am not a whale.
What do you mean?
We have a guy in our Discord. His name is Adam. ABC Plays, who is a whale.
Like
Whale.
Like truth and nano level?
Theoretically, yes. He was telling me he spent about 8,000 stones during year 6.
What?
Yeah. So, we're not whales. I'll still call myself a beluga, but I'm not a whale.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What did he get?
He is.
He rainbowed LRUI Goku in Evolution. He rainbowed everything.
He said he told me his goal is to be like Truth and rainbow every unit.
Okay.
Just out of respect, I'm not going to say the actual number that he spent on stones, just for the respect of it all.
Understandable.
All right, back over to you, Will.
Okay. So you just named your favorite units, okay? So your 3 least favorite units in the game.
And why are they all Goku Black?
What?
Does the Masu count?
No, only Goku Black.
But I like LR Goku Black. He's good.
Okay.
Okay, but actually, least favorite is probably. Excuse. Oh god, chip in my throat. My least favorite is probably this LR free-to-play Goku Black that we got from year 5. Because I just haven't had any use for him. His defense sucks. Like he just hasn't aged well. Yeah, no, this Goku Black, unless Future gets buffs, like even after his EZA, like he was the first LR EZA, and now that a year has passed, he just has not aged well,
No,
which is really unfortunate.
like I said, and also with him being the first one, he just was the testing grounds of how it was going to work. So they didn't know how to build him to make him.
Yeah, technically that's fair enough. But then you see guys like LRSTR Broly and LR Goku and Frieza.
Well, truly, all they did for Goku and Frieza was just make it easier to get their 77%. I'm not going to count that as a.
Lies. They gave them defense.
They already had defense.
They just gave them truly, honestly, the only thing that they did, like Hayden said, was gave them key over time to where you can get their second 77% off easier.
Yep.
Seems legit.
Which, I mean, I'm not complaining.
I'm not.
You know.
And they changed their leader skill. They changed their leader skill from 90% to tech types to 120% to tech types.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so my bad. Continue on. You had the LR STR Zamasu Black.
Yeah. You still me to name 3, right?
Yes.
So yeah, him. Trying to think right now. Other least favorite unit? In 16. That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
Fair enough.
In 16.
Understandable.
Oh boy. I can't wait for there to be another Gohan that for worldwide comes back, and then in 16 just doesn't work with him again.
Be a shame.
And then my last one is probably gonna go to. Probably gonna go to. STR Super Buu. There you are. Yeah, no. He has not aged that well, unfortunately. If you can get some of his transformation off, like Buu Piccolo with his healing is really good if you're running a full Buu team. But like that's the thing with the transformations. You have to be at like specific thresholds. Like Buu Piccolo, you have to be at 49% HP, which is not very common even in like extreme super battle world. Like if you're at 49% HP, you have to be very lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So most of the time you're gonna get STR Bootangs, who's just okay. Honestly, just easy A this guy.
Yeah, we had a while back. One of our things was units we think need an EZA, and we actually discussed the how the Buhan would work. And one of the ideas we had was Buhan would actually change, still transform depending on HP. I think is how it was. It's been a hot minute since I've gone through that one, but it's easier to get his transformations. Like, as opposed to what it is now is that basically, once you fall below the HP threshold, you have the choice to transform him again. Like, almost like an active skill. I think is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to go back and listen to it to make 100% sure. But yeah, we talked about just doing that, making it easier to get his transformation. No, I remember what it was, increasing the HP threshold. Having 90% to 100% was Buhan, 89% to 80% was Bootanks, and 79% or lower was Bukalo. That's what it was.
Yeah, that seems fair, honestly.
But man, that Buhan gets that Boo gets a lot of hate.
I mean, can you blame him?
Yes,
I can't. I can't, personally.
I love this unit. He's one of my favorite Boo units. He's probably my second favorite Boo unit in the game. I love STR Boo. He's a really good unit, if we're being honest. It's just his transformations are the worst aspect of
him.
Like, he's able to get over 250,000 defense in events when he transforms into Buhan. when he's linked up with LR Buhan or LR Boo tanks, he's able to get that 250 defense easier. He's really not a bad unit. Good attack stat too. I'm ready for him to get an easy. Like, I'm excited for it.
When we get that LR Kid Blue, am I right?
Maybe. Maybe. Oh, I don't know. All right, is it my turn or your turn, Will?
It is your turn.
Okay, so there are a lot of easy A's in Dokkan. A very lot. If you could, let's see, get rid of one easy A unit. Actually, no, get rid of 2 easy A units. Who would they be and why?
Get rid of 2 easy A's, huh?
Yep.
I assume it's just get rid of, not like replace them, right?
It is
like
just
they're out of the...
It is just getting rid of the easy A in general, and why would you pick?
Oh, that's actually a hard one. I guess Infidel would be my first one, because she could have used it, yes, but we already had the Dokkan Fest Videl, so she was another option for people who didn't summon for STR Videl. But the thing is, she sucks. So, yeah, Infidel probably be my first pick, and then second pick, I guess the physical Kid Gohan that you get from doing the Super Battle Road stuff, the Super Battle Road stages.
Really?
How come?
I mean, because like we just got the Prime Battle Kid Gohan, right?
Well,
so like having 2 Kid Gohans on the team would definitely be weird. Because then this guy's gonna easy A probably sometime in the future. Obviously not yet, but like then he gets an easy A, and then we have this just trash physical one from the Super Battle Road stages still in the game, and he's just gonna age okay.
Okay.
Just a major fact. We already have this Kid Gohan Prime Battle in the games. Really, why?
Okay.
So yeah, probably Infidel and that Kid Gohan.
Okay, that's an interesting way to put that. I mean, granted, the STR one is offensively better than the physical one, but the physical one's a better defensive unit. That's why a lot of people like him, and I think, as time goes on, he's going to be ran a lot more than the STR one. At least that's my thoughts on it. Because he's more defensive, because he can reduce damage by 58% if there's a Goku on rotation with him. And something tells me that that in a Dragon Ball game, you may find a Goku unit or 2 that could work well with him.
Yeah, this Gohan would have been nice on Exploding Rage, but is unfortunately Namek Goku. Until we get an LR Super Saiyan Namek Goku, this Kid Gohan's not going to be great on Exploding Rage. But when we get that, could you imagine an LR Namek Goku?
Still waiting for the LR Bye Guys Goku that we were supposed to get, 2 years ago now?
We're probably going to get that for Worldwide.
I hope we don't, because I still want my Gohan in the Trunks unit. I still want that. That's what I'm hoping. But that's an interesting pick that you'd pick the free to play LR EZA is one you just get rid of.
Well, I mean, both of them are free to play. So
no, I mean the intelligence Videl is a summonable unit, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to pay in any way, shape, or form to beat the Super Battle Road. To get Videl, you technically have to go summon for it, which could either take money or you get unlucky and summon her.
But that's the thing. That should have made her at least comparable to the STR, but then they just made Infidel the worst out of all the Peppy Gal EZAs for no reason.
Wouldn't that be the Strength Pan, because she gets Peppy Gal's buff on the team that she's not part of?
Strength Pan is good. Strength Pan's good.
I mean, she gets buffs for a team she's not part of. Right? I could be wrong on that. Will, it's back over to you.
Fact check this.
Okay, while you're fact checking that, we're gonna keep the trend going with EZAs, and instead of getting rid of an EZA, what EZA would you want to redo? So one that felt like kind of lackluster, could have been better. How about this? Your top 2 EZAs that you would want to redo.
All right, the first one that popped in my head: fix my boy LR and Gohan's EZA right now. You could fix his EZA up, and you could fix his EZA, and you could fix. It seems kind of a because Majin Vegeta just came out, and I'm thinking like fix his, but that's the thing because these LR EZAs like they released STR Broly and Goku and Frieza that are just so much infinitely better than this SSJ2 Gohan and Majin Vegeta, right? Because it's not even close. Like Vegeta's passive requires a Bulma on the team, and the only team who's going to be able to do that is Vegeta family.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing; it doesn't even have like a good Bulma unit on there. Like the recent one we got was that Trunks and Bulma, which I think still counts to Vegeta's passive. I'm pretty sure.
It is.
Wait, no, does it?
It is just a Trunks unit.
Well, it's also the Vegeta and Bulma card, that STR one.
Yeah, and I don't know if that one counts. That one might count in there because the Bulma's in the name. I haven't actually seen it in action, but I think it does.
Pretty sure it's just Trunks, actually.
Yeah,
I might be. Yeah, no. So then the only unit on Vegeta fam would be that Vegeta and Bulma. So unless they EZA them, then the 20% damage reduction on Majin Vegeta's passive is just worthless, which is extremely unfortunate because he has like 200k defense, which is great. You know, that's good for like Dokkan events, Infinite Dragon Ball history stages, but he will get melted by GTSSJ4 Goku. Like, no doubt about it. So probably Majin Vegeta's easy outfix and LR.
Hello.
all right. Sorry about that, folks. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty on one of our ends. So,
All right.
where were you at, Pat?
I was talking about how Bulma wasn't on Vegeta fam, so Vegeta's passive is mostly worthless. Well, not mostly, but Kid Trunks, you'll be able to get that passive, and Goku is is a very common enemy in the game, so you'll be able to get those two. But like I said before, compared to like STR, Broly, and Goku and Frieza, I feel like they could have gone so much deeper than they did. I get what they were trying to go for, but the fact that Bulma doesn't have like a genuine good card that you can use on like any of Vegeta's teams does kind of hold him back from being what he could be. So probably I would fix LR Gohan and LR Majin Vegeta.
You know, that's fair enough, but it also kind of begs the question: are we going to be getting ourselves a Bulma card, a good Bulma card soon?
I mean, technically, we got the EZA Bulma, but she's not on Vegeta family.
Oh no, I'm meaning like an actual Vegeta family. Wait,
Bulma, yes.
This one's not on Vegeta family. I'm looking up Bulmas right now. There's an old rare Bulma from back in the day. Hope she's not on the category. All right, so back to me.
Yes, back to you.
Are you still with us, Pat?
I'm still here.
Okay. So, let's see here. Let me think. All right. When it comes down to mechanics in Dokkan, there are a lot of them. If you could add one new mechanic to the game, what would you add?
A new mechanic. Maybe make a new debuff or buff type skill. So, like, maybe you could have a debuff skill that does damage over time, like a cut skill that could go on, like, any Trunks, Janemba, Goku Black. Because they added those, on JP, they added the update where it's like, okay, if you use a weapon attack, so maybe all characters with weapons can inflict, like, cut or bleed damage, and the enemy takes some damage over time.
Okay.
So, something like that could be interesting, you know. Because we've had all the basics like, oh, you can stun, you could pair, or you can stun, you can seal their super attack. But I feel like we could get more of those type of debuff skills in the game. Make it a bit more interesting. Or, you know, maybe make enemies crit on you instead, you know?
That would be scary.
I've talked about that since the introduction of criticals in the game. Like, man, what if this is back in the old, I said back in the olden days, because I've been playing since basically around 2 months. Let's say 2 months, roughly. I think it was about that. But whenever crits were added, I remember asking in a Dokkan Facebook page, one I'm still in, hey guys, how'd you feel if the enemy started critting us? And my post got bombarded with people telling me no, and then got muted, and then they basically said, I cannot post stuff like that because it's trying to cause hate of the thing. I was like, I didn't mean to. It was a genuine question. Granted, I've left. Granted, that group I've left since then because of stuff like that, or I'm asking genuine questions, and it's just everybody like, but that's not how it would work. I think the last time I did it, I was actually asking about, I think I was talking about easy-Aing LRs long before the Goku Black was out. I said, guys, what if they decided to easy-A an LR? Like, make it a top-tier thing. It's like, there's no way that an LR would get an easy-A. That's just ludicrous. They'll just rather release the unit again than give us another thing. And then it got a whole long thing. It's like, hey, you can't cause any hate in the chat. I didn't cause hate. Your people are just idiots.
You can go back now and be like, hey, remember me? Oh, yeah. What now?
Now we have a Dokkan podcast where I'll hate on them from time to time now.
Nice. That's how you assert dominance.
I was part of 2 of them. I'm only part of 1 of them, and Will's part of that other one too. I don't know if he ever sees it, but it's the group that I got you into about 3 or 4 years ago. Do you remember, Will?
Oh, yeah. I haven't checked that in 2 years.
That's the good group. This other group is the bad group. But what was my question again? I forgot. Sorry, I went off on a tangent.
Talking about critting the enemy.
Oh, that's right. New mechanics.
New mechanic. That's what it was.
My bad. Sometimes if I go talking about stuff, my brain just goes in another direction. I'm just sitting there.
It's fine. Same thing happens to me.
Yeah, honestly, I like the idea of cut damage, and like I'm imagining a Goku, a strength rose, not strength rose, but a rose out there who has an active skill where he basically pins you to the wall when he sticks it, like when he did to to Zamasu and Goku. If you know that scene where Goku basically goes beast mode and takes out both of them when he says, I killed Chi-Chi and Goten, and he's like, you killed them, you're going to pay, and his blade stabbed through. That would be a cool active skill to do that, and it actually causes basically like a poison damage. At the end of every turn, it's like 10,000 damage, 15,000, just slowly racks up and lasts for like 8 turns or something like that.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Alright, back to you, Will.
Okay, so also going with that, instead of a mechanic, there are a lot of cool items in the game. If you had to add an item, what item would you add, and what would it do?
Okay, the first thing that came to my head, what everyone's praising for, is some sort of link level, right? But I'm thinking, what if we get an item that damages ourselves? But hear me out, alright? Think about it. You could get transformations off with HP restrictions so much more easily. And who knows, the item could be like a needle for all I care. It could be like, it could be like a needle. The needle and damages your HP by like, I don't know, let's say 15%, but you get a 5% damage bonus from it.
I like that idea. Let me add a very slight to it. It is a Ginyu support memory, because the support memories do something for the team. It is a Ginyu that's him stabbing himself through the chest. You give yourself 15% attack for the rotation, Or no, it's like you have the Xeno one, which is you get 10% attack and defense for all universal survival for the rest of the fight. Basically, you get an additional 15% attack for the rest of the fight, but you lower your own HP by 50%.
Yes, that could make nuking so much fun. Could you imagine?
It can make that fun, and like units out there like the AGO LR Gohan, which actually Will and I are going to be discussing here in the next hour or so.
Dude, I haven't seen AGL LR Gohan's transformation since he came out, and I tried for hours to get it and finally got it. I haven't seen it since.
Yeah.
Well, that item can help you do that.
That's good for that. Then you also have the Tech LR Gohan that has his basically fall below 50%, 58% HP. He gets his active skill and then also gets an additional attack buff and guaranteed crit for one attack. That. I like the idea.
I sometimes forget that AGL LR Gohan has a transformation.
Yeah, because it's literally once in every blue moon you see him transform.
It's so dumb.
I wish it goes back to it. I wish 16 was AGL. It would have been so much better. But no, they had to make him freaking purple. He held a blue bird in the anime. Why did they make him purple? That's annoying. This game doesn't like its players. We can all agree to this. Dokkan hates its players.
Yes.
Yes, I concur.
Right, so it's back to me, right?
Yes.
Alrighty. So, Pat, if you could add, because while they do these units where they basically just redo a unit over and over, let's take Broly for an example. We have 1, 2, 3 Dokkan Fest Brolys that are just Super Saiyan Brolys in the game. Is that right? The STR, the physical. Yeah, that's right. We only have 3 of them.
Int.
Yeah, the STR, the physical, and the int. I was thinking, doing math in my head.
Okay, I understand.
Because there's a lot of units in this game. If you could give... Oh, and Cell. There's like 4 Cell events. 3 of them. And Boo. There's a lot of where they just redo the units. If you could give any unit an additional stage, any unit out there, what would it be? Like, how would that unit be built? Let's take an example.
Give me my Baby Saga GT Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan 4.
Fair enough. We could have got that during whatever the most recent Dual Dokkan Fest was with the Goku and Vegeta. But
and
nope.
you know what? You could give me a baby too. Where was my Dokkan Fest baby? No, we got Super Vegeta, who's still good. Don't get me wrong. He's good. He's great. He's fantastic. But I'm still upset that they shafted my boy baby.
I'm still upset that the stupid active skill on those is just... You see the SSJ4s for 2 seconds. It's not a transformation. I wanted a transformation.
Yep.
It was dumb. I will never forgive Dokkan for that.
But then they apologized by making them extremely busted.
I don't care. Honestly.
Granted that like active skills are just really hard to get because at least I'll let Will go and then I'll explain.
Yeah, like it just why didn't they make it a transformation? It just makes no sense to me why it's not a transformation.
They can make more money later on. That's the whole reason.
It's so dumb.
You're not wrong.
So stupid.
You're not wrong. It's just what they want to do. They're just waiting for that prime time. Maybe during our next anniversary it could be transformation units, and they're just sitting there like, yes, the fans are going to be frothing at the mouth like they were every other time the Super Saiyan 4s have been out. Now it's the time for these guys.
I mean, wasn't year 2 Super Saiyan 4, and then year 4 also Super Saiyan 4?
Yep.
So people complaining about Worldwide possibly being Cell Saga, just remember, it was the same with SSJ4.
Well, and also Fusion, because it was Fusion, Super Saiyan 4, Fusion, Super Saiyan 4, Fusion.
Well, yeah, but it was at least like, okay, here's Super Gogeta and Super Vegeta, but then here's Blue Gogeta and Blue Vegeta, which, yeah, it's the same fusion, but it's something slightly different.
But honestly, I'll go back to those units because as I've used those units, the Goku and Vegeta, I found out I do not like those units.
Yeah, we've had a conversation about this.
Like, offensively, they'd be great. If they did not have active skills, they would be a very good unit. We have a thing in the podcast, at least I do, where if a unit has something built into it, but it's hard to get that aspect of it, AGL LR Gohan. AGL LR Gohan is in my pick of least favorite LRs in the game because of his active skill. And it's so hard to get. That takes off half the unit. So let's take an active skill unit. Granted, it's 80%. They lose 20% of the unit. But Intelligence Super Saiyan Vegeta GT cannot use his active skill at 55% in a normal event because he doesn't have natural additionals. Goku can barely use it at 55%. Even at Rainbow, it's hard to use it, so that takes off the unit. So I don't like those kind of units. Even the Intelligence Broly. I do not like Intelligence Broly for his whole kit like that either. Got off on a tangent, didn't we?
But you like Strength Boo, even though it's hard to get his certain ones that you like.
The aspects of him, well, I mean, that one's literally just, you can get it in the right teams. At 55%, you can still get those HP thresholds. When it comes down to a unit like Broly or Vegeta, you cannot get that active skill because of how many super attacks you need to do for a unit that does not have the capability to do more than one super attack.
Yeah, but I'm just saying your logic is slightly flawed. Not fully flawed, because I understand, like, STR Boo is easier to pull off and everything, but
Are we just gonna forget about Ink Gotenks and Tech Super Boo?
That one's just 7 turns, honestly. That one's not. That one's
That's
is.
Still, it's not even. It's 7 turns and an HP threshold.
No, I know. They're still bad built units. But those ones are meant for long events. So in a long event where those guys are going to be necessary, it's okay. But it's all semantics of it. They're bad units in all technicality. It's just I like some of the bad units better than other bad units.
So wouldn't that mean Broly's meant for long events?
Oh, Broly is definitely meant for long events because it's raising attack and defense. But you have people out there that take him into the short events telling him how good he is with his active skill, Chance. People out there make me not like some units. And I'm not saying I don't like the unit. It's just, it's a bad design unit.
Understandable.
So back to you, Will.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
I think it is.
Okay. Okay, so we talked about adding an item earlier. If you had to take away an item, which item would it be?
I had to take away an item in the game.
An item in the game. You just look at it and it makes you angry and you don't want to look at it anymore.
Get rid of the blue Capsule Corp. Blue Capsule Corp HP regents. As a matter of fact, get rid of all of those Capsule Corp things that regen your health. Because those are useless. No one uses them.
Okay.
It's weird, yes, I know. But it's like, who uses them? Who uses these Capsule Corp who uses the Capsule Corp HP regents?
New players.
Yes, just buy sensu beans in the Baba shop.
I do remember back in the day of using those guys, because Will, do you remember back in the day when Baba Shop wasn't a thing? We had to literally go to the Baba Shop in the middle of the event?
Yes.
Man.
That's a throwback.
Yeah. Pat, do you know what we're talking about?
Yeah, no, I can understand where you're coming from, but still.
Oh, I know.
Now you just have so many sensu beans. Even if you're new to the game, it's possible to get sensu beans. So these recovery drinks are just useless. All of them. Like even the orange one that gives you 15,000 HP, like that's nothing on some of these teams with like 500k.
Oh no, you're absolutely right. I'm just saying, like back in the day, those things were godsends because you'd get a Senzu bean every once in a while, and then you'd get a Dende too, so you'd have to hoard those things. You'd go into an event with like only having 3 of them, and you'd go like say the STR Broly event back in the day,
Oh my gosh.
and he'd hit you for like 8,000 damage on a team that only had 24,000 HP, or you get supered for 40,000 damage. Oh man, these are all kinds of throwbacks. I miss the old
Nostalgia.
Dokkan.
Nostalgia hitting hard.
I remember beating that Broly event for the first time.
Oh god, especially yeah, it was such a thing beating it. All right, we're getting off track. This is Pat's episode. Sorry, Pat. I really am.
It's fine.
All right, so let's see. It'll be my next question. Okay. Categories. If you could get rid of one category and everything to do with that category, what would that category be?
All right. You wanna get me to get rid of a category that doesn't make any sense at all?
Sure.
Get rid of freaking what is it? What is the category called? Storied figures from Tapion and Minosha.
Okay, so you're getting you're getting rid of Tapion and Minosha, and you're getting rid of every unit in the category of that.
I mean, like, who's on the category? Like, I feel like the most useful unit would probably be Tapion, Minosha, AGL, Bardock, who is good. Admittedly, Bardock is good.
Bojax.
Bojack probably on there. Well, yeah, but it was either that or Special Pose.
Yeah, we had a guy say Giant Form the other day.
No, Giant Forms can have a lot of potential when Heroes gets involved, okay?
Oh yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, storied figures is. I can understand storied figures just because the fact a lot of these units don't mesh well together. Like I'm looking right now at a team that have Tapion and Minosha, AGL Tapion, Bardock, probably the physical Bardock, Super Saiyan Bardock, Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, and yeah, it's just a lot of Bardocks basically, and Bojax.
Yeah. Which do not mesh well together. Like even if you have Tape and Minosha, who are gonna be like giving them support because from their passive, like that's not gonna carry. Because so you're gonna have rotations where they're all messed up. One rotation lock from like a Belmod or like even in Battlefield from the Omega Shenron, like any turn locking will screw you over on Storied Figures team. Because Bojack and Bardock do not link well. I mean, they probably link okay, but obviously not the best.
Yeah, I think all they would have is probably Fierce Battle.
Yeah, that's it.
Let me look at the category itself and actually. Well, Will ask his question. I'm going to look at the category and just kind of see. But I can understand story figured. It's a very wonky category.
Okay, to continue on with the category theme, what category do you think needs a buff and why?
What category needs a buff?
Yes.
Probably Planet Namek Saga, honestly. It's such a good arc, and it has not that much. Like, where's our Namek Saga Vegeta? We could get a good Final Form Frieza. We have Final Form Frieza, which is the AGL one, but like we need a relevant Final Form Frieza from Namek. And we also need that LR Namek Goku, obviously. So they could still do a lot with Planet Namek. So yeah, probably Planet Namek. You know, if Legends can do Dirty Fireworks Vegeta, I'm pretty sure Dokkan can do the same.
Yeah.
Heck, they could make it a free-to-play unit.
Honestly, as I've thought about it, I'm really amazed we don't have more free-to-play Namek Saga. Because Namek Saga, I think, is one of those, the 3 most favorite categories out of all of Dragon Ball history. That category is sagas. it goes like I think it goes like Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga, and then probably the Cell Saga. I think is actually how it goes, unless we're counting Dragon Ball, some of those. But
What about
Saiyan,
Buu Saga?
I've heard a lot of mixed reviews when it comes down to Buu Saga. I've never heard a lot of hate for Cell, Frieza, or Saiyan. I like the Buu Saga, but it's not one of my favorite sagas in Dragon Ball. Quite a lot of cool stuff, but not one of my favorites. Yeah, we need more. We need more free. I really do want more free to play units from there. That'd be a fun one. Be an absolute.
Did they easy A? As a matter of fact, before we go on to the next, did they ever easy A? No, I don't think they've easy A'd this. No, they've easy A'd the Piccolo and Nail. That's right.
They've easy A'd from the Saiyan, not from the Namek Saga. They've easy A'd the Intelligence OG Frieza, who they also gave him TUR, Physical Second Form Frieza, STR Gohan, and the Piccolo Nail unit. I believe is all that they've easy A'd from the Namek Saga.
We don't have like a good armored Gohan, armored Krillin. Like, there's a lot they're missing from Namek that they could use. So yeah, probably Namek.
Okay.
Like, if they did a whole, if Worldwide was Namek or Namek Saga Celebration, I'll be down for it.
Yeah, I'll give respect for that one. That one's a really good one that needs a buff. I think even Will had said something. We did one episode a while back that was talking about Namek Saga, and I can't remember if you said it, Will, or if I said it.
I think I don't know, but I think we both agreed that Namek Saga is just a little lackluster.
Yeah, because like the best units on there are the AGL Nail and the Super Saiyan Goku, and theoretically the Prime Battle Frieza. But it's not everybody will have access to the Prime Battle Frieza.
I don't got time for that.
No, I don't either. I know he's probably one of the best units. I think he's like the third best free-to-play unit in the game. That's so much work. It's so much grinding.
I would know because I have him ready, but I'm waiting for his Easy 8 to come back on my JP account. You have no idea the struggle in Frieza took me so long because I had to grind his SR.
Yeah. That's oh gosh. Back in my day, that drop rate was a lot better than what it is now.
Oh man.
Well, we recorded a Dokkan Who last night, mine, and do you know how many times I found out with it? I said back in my day so many times, and I didn't realize how old I sounded until I was listening through, because I said back in my day of Dokkan. Back in my day of Dokkan.
Back in my day. You don't understand the struggles we had. Sound like a old man.
Newer players don't.
They don't understand the struggle we go through. Or I guess we went through.
I was telling I got my oldest niece to get Dokkan while she was here a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And she was sitting there and got the AGO Caulifla, not Kale and Caulifla. She got the AGO Caulifla and was able to run a pretty decent team. And I'm looking at that like a first starting team. She got, at least as far as I know, she hasn't gotten anybody better than like that, the AGL Nail, and like just a random unit here and there. But I'm looking at her team, like, wow, that's like top tier back when the game first started. It's topper tier than what we had. Her units were all hitting for like 150,000 damage. It's like, wow. The game's changed so much.
Now we have units hitting for 10 million plus.
Yeah, I know. For whatever weird reason. All right.
I mean, it's hilarious.
All right, so we're getting to the end of our show. We'll have one more question for you if you're okay with that.
I'm fine with that.
All right. So, when it comes down to Dokkan, what has been your best experience in the game? Whether it's a favorite memory, favorite summon, favorite event, what has been your best experience in Dokkan?
My best experience... Probably was when AGL Gohan and Cell came, and I got super excited because I pulled 2 AGL Gohans within like 150 stones, and then I pulled Cell on my second rotation, and I got super excited over it.
Fair.
All my friends were there just hyping me up, like, yo. And then I proceeded to flex in their faces because none of them had Cell.
I remember getting that cell. I think I was the first one in our group to get the cell, and I was telling everybody, guys, you need the cell. I think I was telling Will about that. Like, cell is one of the better units, extreme intelligence units. Still is. But yeah, those are always cool, especially whenever you go pull the brand new units. I can respect that. All right, Will, you got one final question?
I was thinking about all the times I've got a good one. Okay. What is the biggest shaft you've ever had on a Dokkan banner?
All right, now this one I'm gonna have to bring out the old JP or Global.
Both.
Let's do both.
Okay. Global biggest shaft probably was the 6th anniversary. Spent around 1,000. Didn't get Goku. Didn't get Vegeta. But you know what I did get? I
What?
started with 0 copies of him. I ended up with 4 STR Super Vegetos.
Nice.
But wait,
Dang.
I'm not done yet. Because I got 4 copies of Gohan and Frieza also. Oh wait, no, not 4, not 4. My bad. I only got 3. I only got 3 copies of Gohan and Frieza. And then that was my most notable summons. Everything else was kind of like mid. I mean, I pulled Tech Krillin. Like, he's good. But then that was it. Oh wait, no, that's right. I did pull Gohan and Piccolo. That's right. So yeah, no, I didn't pull. I pulled the side units, Tech Krillin, 4 STR Super Vegetos, and then that was it. All in like 1,000 stones. So I was pretty bummed about it.
For a second, I thought he was about when he said 1,000. I was like, $1,000? No, he means 1,000 stones.
No, let's not go crazy. I'm free to play here, not pay to win.
Pay to suffer, you mean?
Yeah.
We need that as
I'm
a
not
quote.
ABC plays here.
Yeah. Dude with his 6,000 stones to however many thousand stones he spends. I cannot
Could
wait.
not be me.
You know what? If my job was more lucrative, that would be me. But the fact is, it's not that lucrative. So I need some sort of money to eat during the week. And gas. Alrighty, this was a fun one. A lot of conversation, a lot of getting to know you. So Pat, thanks for being on here.
Thanks for inviting me.
So Pat, do you have anything you want to plug in prior before we end this?
Oh, yes, this is it. Promotional wealth. I have a YouTube that I am probably going to start posting more of when Worldwide comes to Dokkan. Do I have a schedule? No, obviously. Do I care about your opinion? Maybe. I don't know.
Care about my opinion.
I have a YouTube. You can check that out. It's Patplayz, like my user, just all in caps. I would hope that he's showing it on screen, right?
Hold on. I can actually. Let me. Here's his name thing.
Yeah, I got a YouTube. I have a TikTok that I mostly post on there. Expect me to post all of my main shitpost content on there mostly. I'll make sure to post stuff about Dokkan and Legends. That's mainly what TikTok's for. I don't really cover news on my YouTube because I would have to edit that. So that's why I do it on my TikTok instead. So expect minor posts, like news, to be on my TikTok, and my YouTube to have bigger posts, like with more editing in it. That is all.
Okay. Yeah, at least it's not just like one thing. It's like, I have an Instagram. Not saying it against our Instagram buddies out there like Dokkan Battle Art. I need to get him back on the show. I need to talk to Art again. It's been a hot minute since I've talked to him. But nothing against that. So yeah, I think I follow you on TikTok. I think you follow me on TikTok too.
Yeah, I did to message you.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if you did message me, did it just for the messaging, or actually follow for the follow.
Both.
Yeah. Go check out the Dokkan Win TikTok, everybody. Dokkan_Win_podcast. Go check out our Instagram, which, if you go to the TikTok, is linked up in the TikTok. It's still Dokkan_Win_podcast. If you want to be on Dokkan Who, like our buddy Pat over here, or Will, as he's been on our show, message me through Instagram or the TikTok, or find some way to contact me. Instagram is the best way to contact me, because at least I'll know. It's a lot easier to talk with you through Instagram. Come join our Discord, have fun. I keep forgetting to say it every time, but hit that button on Spotify, or if you're on YouTube, go check out the YouTube at KH Hauser. If you're on Spotify, hit the bell icon. That way you know every time I upload. If you're on Spotify, hit the notification thing so you know every time a new episode comes out. I need to get better at saying this. But, yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody. Say bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.